Nuclear engineer Clarice Phelps is the single only African-American woman credited with the discovery of an element on the periodic table. She is in the Bluff City to speak to the National Organization of Black Chemists and Chemical Engineers at the University of Memphis later today. But first, the students who brought her to the Bluff City for us all are here with us, Ashlyn White and Trinity Fields. Welcome, and thanks for this gift that you're bringing to us. I'm obsessed with Clarice. Okay, so let's start here. Ashlyn, tell us about the student organization and why it was important to bring Clarice Phelps here.
So NOBLE is the National Organization of Black Chemists and Chemical Engineers, and I chartered, quote unquote, the chapter at the university this past fall. It was at the university at first, but we had to reinstate it after COVID.
Yeah.
So with Dr. King, our advisor, and the board came together, and some alumni from the chemistry department, and we started an organization to first bring community for our chemistry students, especially the marginalized group of our students. And we've been really successful in the last semester and a half. And I'm so grateful that Trinity, she's our student education outreach chair, that she got Miss Claire Phelps. She is just so amazing, and all her hard work and everybody's hard work was just bringing it in and getting it all together with all like the weather and the flight change.
Yeah, she was supposed to be on the couch, but her flight was delayed. But I'm just so glad that I get to speak to you guys because you are the inspiration for her to be here. Okay, Trinity, let's talk about your journey to chemistry, and tell me what was it that really stuck with you about Clarice that made you want to bring her here?
Of course. So first of all, thank you, Ashton, of course. But I started loving chemistry during high school, my junior year, and the pandemic, of course, was happening that year. And so I did it online, but I happened to have a really great teacher. And so when I came to college, I automatically knew that I wanted to major in chemistry. And Dr. King was actually the one who told me about Miss Phelps, and I became super invested in her story.
Obsessed.
As she
I'm
is
obsessed with her.
The only first African-American woman recognized by the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry to be recognized as someone who helped find an element. And something that's like really amazing about her story to me is just how many areas of life that she dabbles in. Like, she served aboard the USS Ronald Reagan as someone who was doing chemistry controls. And not only that, but of course this really big accomplishment at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory with helping to purify berkelium-249, which is what was so essential in finding element 117, tennessine.
Wow. Okay, so I want to ask you, there was a moment that I think every African-American person feels that Clarice had, where she had worked on a team, and for whatever reason, when the publications came out, she was not labeled as the person who was one of the people to discover this element. Talk about why her story touches on you both and inspires you.
I think for African American women in general, especially in our field, we're so like undermined, but we can bring so much power. I mean, I don't know about how Trinity feels, but I think we can agree that we all been through struggles as a woman, and even as African American women, just getting our names out there, proving that we have the knowledge and we have the purpose to make history. And I think that Miss Phelps did that for us. She is representation for all. She has a husband, she has kids, but she continues to dabble in, like Trinity said earlier, to every area of chemistry and really make a name for herself. And it really does inspire us to continue pushing when classes get hard, when exams are tough, when we feel like we're not represented properly or to the best as we should be compared to other parties. Then I feel like that's the reason why Miss Phelps touched us so much, and that's why we really bring her here.
We would have had a picture of her, but she was supposed to be here. So tell me about the event tonight that people can come to.
So the event tonight will be hosted at the University of Memphis in room 102 in the J.M. Smith Hall, and it is free, of course. It starts at 4 o'clock, her talk, and we are very, very excited. She's going to come and she's going to meet with the faculty at U of M, and we're going to get a chance to speak with her about different things in chemistry so that students can be introduced to someone who is so essential in such a giant role. And also we will be then having the talk in which she will speak to the students, and there will be time to ask questions and just get to know her a bit more than you may or may not.
Yes, and you give us inspiration for sure. I think the next generation to want to be like bad chemistry engineers and scientists. So thank you so much for being an example for me and all of us.
Thank you so much.